That's just sports, baby.
Crowd goes wild, strawberry ice bringing fire and style. Reds, Bengals, Bearcats, all in my zone. This is my stage, my mic, my throne. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door. Step into the ring where the passion ignites. Talking sports all day and all night. From the field to the court to the rowing stands. Strawberry ice with the world in my hands. Boom, like a hammer, I'm breaking the game. Strawberry ice, you're gonna know my name. Sports Talk Thunder, hear the podcast roar. Cincy's line is kicking down the door.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the show. This is Sports Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Iceman Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio. And as always, I'm coming to you live from that ice cave.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need your shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping requires. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and More. I got it in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and More. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also, shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Oh, all right, guys. I'm already practicing. I don't know how this is going to go, but join me next Saturday right here at the Moorline Lager House for the Beer Stein holding competition. I'm going to be doing it, try to hold this thing up as long as I can, and not wanting to drink it. It looks so delicious, though. Maybe I should just drink it. Yeah, I'll just drink it. It's delicious. But come on down next Saturday, the 22nd, for the International Beer Stein Holding Competition. I'll be there in the celebrity portion of it. You come down and watch me see how long I hold this thing. Like, this would be fine, but this is going to be a while. See you guys next Saturday. Let's go. Yeah, guys, it'll be fun next Saturday. We'll be doing that. Bengals captain, my co-host for today, I have talked him into joining me. But also, don't forget, next Sunday, we will be back down at the Moorline Lager House for the Best Day Brewing pregame experience at the Moorline Lager House. And we will be giving away this helmet. It's the autographed T. Higgins helmet. Now, you still have chances to enter to win this helmet. How do you do it? First is you buy tickets to the Best Day Brewing pregame experience at the Moorline Lager House. Tickets are on Moorline Lager House Facebook page and website. Also, you can go to Moorline Lager House Facebook page or website and join the rewards program. So if you buy tickets for the tailgate next Saturday and you join the rewards program, you get entered in twice to win this T. Higgins helmet. So come on down. I know the Bengals season has not gone the way we wanted, but we at least can have some fun at the tailgate. So come on down and join me down there Saturday and Sunday. What is up to everybody in chat? Let me scroll. You guys are blowing it up already. Let's see. We got Brad in there. We got Stranger in there. Rocket Bengal. Natty Ron's in there. Who else? Cap's in there. David's in there. Ohio Lakers. Natural Water Sports. Oh, okay. That's a new one. Fro's in there. Who else? Cornell's in there. And Jalen. What is going on, guys? All right. So we know what happened yesterday. It was a horrible, horrible, horrible outcome. The Bengals lost 34-12 to the freaking Squealers. And Jamar Chase spat in Jalen Ramsey's, not face, but spit on him. Now, I didn't know that at the time, but after you saw the replays and stuff, yeah, he did. And Jalen Ramsey's a piece of crap, so he probably deserved it. Well, but nobody deserves to get spit on. I don't care. We're adults. You don't spit on somebody. That's not, I don't care what he said. You don't spit on somebody. That's not good. So Jamar has been suspended for 1 game, but he is also appealing it. So maybe he'll make the play in the Patriots game, but maybe he'll miss the Ravens game, which I would actually rather the other way around. If he's going to miss one of the next couple games, I'd rather be the Patriots game than the Ravens game. But I don't know. Where do we go from here? I titled this Bengals Humiliated. Now what? Win? Just keep trying to win? Tank? Or fire everybody? Well, right now, if you listen to Zac Taylor's press conference, looks like nothing's going to change. Zac's still the coach. Al Golden's still the defense corner. Duke is still the GM. And yeah, looks like nothing's going to change, which is kind of disappointing. But we'll see what happens. With that being said, let's get to the Corey's not going to be able to join us today. Corey texted me and said he ain't got no power at his house. So leave to California to run out of power. So Corey doesn't have any power at his house, so he can't jump on the show. But the man who can be there with me and is with me every single Monday, he's going to be down at the Moline Lager House with me, holding up our steins as long as we can. He is the 2024 Bengals co-fan of the year. He's none other than Bengals captain. What's up, Cap?
So I've been avoiding social media. So I just learned from you that Chase is getting suspended.
Yes, he's getting suspended. Yes, it just came out about an hour ago. Which I mean, I think he should be happy it's only 1 game because he spit on him. He did.
I mean, it's typical for 1 game when there's proof. Now, looking at the video, I'm like, all right, is he gonna say like he spit? Hey, all right, Lakers.
He said he didn't do it. That's what Chase said after.
Well, I mean, everyone's going to, and okay, I get just pause for a second. Mm-hmm. What I'm about to say, I know what I'm going to say. I know how it sounds. Don't give me shit for it. But imagine that he just spits. It just the shit talking. He spit down, mm-hmm. And he didn't even notice. He's looking him dead in the eye, and it didn't even cross his mind. So there is that tiny chance mm-hmm. that he literally did not remember because players spit not necessarily all the time at each other.
Yeah, I mean,
now the Steelers have been known for years to be a team that spits. We had that huge problem with that.
They're dirty.
Yeah. I mean, and of course we saw how many. Yeah, Ramsey, Ronnie for real, and yes, KP for KC. We know the Steelers are dirty, but Ramsey's been that guy everywhere he's been,
mm-hmm. and Chase have had a beef for a while. Says cooks him every time.
I'm gonna say this, and it sucks because I wonder, like, do I really suck? The people that tell me that I suck, maybe they're right. I gotta dust something real quick. It's driving me nuts. Maybe a
little clean up here, Cap.
Yeah,
maybe
they're right because I feel like I am on the wrong side of popular opinion all the time. And I'm just going to come out and say, I'm sorry. I really don't care that Jamar Chase spit on Jalen Ramsey. If there is a dude in the NFL, from what I've heard from players, that should be spit on, it's Jalen Ramsey. And I get it. Am I going to spit on somebody? Absolutely not. Unless there's that rare occurrence that they're just an absolute piece of shit human. Jalen Ramsey has been told to me goes places that you don't go. Mm-hmm. It just, I mean, we're talking about families, talking about people's kids, like just, I mean, going way too, I mean, there's trash talking and guys, it's like, you know what, if that dude said this stuff outside of the football field, it would be a beatdown. And
AJ Green will kick his ass.
yeah, I say when you can push AJ Green
Right.
to that point, and I asked somebody back in the day about that AJ Green thing, and they said, "Oh, I was told what was said, and I couldn't get what it was out of him." He's like, "I'm not repeating it. It was disgusting," and I can only think it was about again going after family, going after
Probably.
you know the girl, going
something.
I mean, and I get it. You know, there are a lot of Bengals fans who want us to be the better team, and I respect the hell out of that. As the person that I am, if people told me I'm a role model, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not. I mean, at what point do you stop being constantly the better team because the refs screw us over? That they were short on that fourth down.
I knew you were going there. They were totally short. And
dude,
the thing drove me nuts about that is the line judge, the one who's looking right down the line, is looking at it and going, fourth down. They didn't get it. Not fourth down. They didn't get it. And
the dude that was behind,
he turned
ran up and said,
yeah. And then they reviewed it, and even the review, the guy looked at it, he goes, well, here's the ball, there's the line. It's not even close. I'm like, what are you looking at? I was like,
It was clear and obvious on replay. They tried to tell us, the announcers tried to tell us on TV that there might not be enough evidence to overturn this. There was. It wasn't even close.
He marked it on the screen. You can see it.
Yeah, it wasn't even close. That was one of those blatant calls where, like, no, the Steelers need to win this game, and this could be a turning point. Yeah, they're going to do that. And that wasn't the only call. Like a couple of Bengals fans try to argue with me, but Miles Murphy hit Aaron Rodgers in the ass. The point of contact that I slowed that down and paused, and it was face and butt cheeks. He didn't do that. Miles Murphy is not going to motorboat Aaron Rodgers' butt.
No.
But he hit him in the butt. The arms were around the hips, like maybe just below, like upper thigh. Oh man, that shot. Let's not talk about it. Nobody say back shot. Stop. It was a legal hit. He slid down. Now, also,
he slipped when he went for it. I mean,
it slipped because the offensive lineman pushed him.
And they have a terrible freaking field at whatever the hell they call it.
Which I don't understand how they can keep letting that nasty ass field be that way on game day.
I have no idea.
I don't understand. It's a horrible field, and it's definitely an advantage to the Steelers who play on that nasty mess every single game. So all this horrible officiating. Now, unfortunately, I can't even explain the tackling. So you know me, I will go after the refs. When the refs are at fault and the refs are the reason, I'm calling out the refs. There have been so many times the defense just embarrassed me that I don't even feel like calling out the refs. But
that game yesterday was hard. Just like the thing that killed me is the first half, the defense actually played pretty good. I mean, we were in it in the first half.
For me, it was Rodgers. For me, I don't know. Maybe Rodgers wants that kind of control of the offense. And give me 1 second.
Go ahead.
Hold on, guys. Man, the lights are blinking because the dogs are by the back door. I'm like, you're not going out. Like, I'm literally doing something.
I'm in the middle here, guys.
Don't pee on the floor.
Important stuff going on here.
You know, maybe Aaron Rodgers has control of the offense and he didn't want to do whatever certain plays. Once Mason was in, it was the best thing that could have happened to the Steelers because I felt really good defending Aaron Rodgers. Once Rudolph come in, they changed up what they were doing, and it was way more successful. Right. So I don't think it was as much. I think if they would have had that game plan from the jump, with Rudolph being able to escape a little bit better than Rodgers, it might have been ugly sooner.
Yeah, it was the thing for me. Like I said, the defense actually played, like I said, pretty good. I thought the first half, and then Rodgers was out. They hurt. I mean, they were getting pressure on the quarterback. They hurt Rodgers. The defense took Rodgers out of the game, and then Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comes in, and we got wide open wide receivers again, and we can't tackle. And it's not even that our offense didn't play good. I mean, Chase did not have a very good game at all. Flacco threw at least one interception. I think maybe two. I can't remember exactly.
Well, Chase didn't have a good game because Flacco just didn't have the arm. When he was landed on.
Oh yeah, that one with the Watt
yeah,
around, yeah,
and that really did to me. I'm not looking at face. I'm not wondering, I really think it bothered him because I didn't see that drive on the ball that he normally has. Like that dude, again, the first game, he was falling backwards and just flicked the ball 40 yards down the field like nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, holy cow, he still got that arm. I didn't see it. All Flacco's throws to Chase were bad. Chase just didn't have that much of an opportunity. The plays were still there, and
that's my thing for this is well, like we've been able to. This is one thing that's bad about yesterday is we've been able to place all the blame and everything on the defense. This was just a bad game all around. Flacco getting hurt and not being able to throw the ball as much as he did. We couldn't run the ball on him. It was just an all around just bad game. And the thing is, it was a winnable game. We were in this game. We could have won it. Yeah, we got bad calls. That didn't help. They were still in the game. And that's
imagine if we would have scored and been up,
right?
Because of those bad calls, they took away some of that ability for us to go up on the Steelers.
The fourth down, I think the Steelers ended up going and scoring on that drive. But it's just. I'm like it's frustrating, and that's where I'm to the point where I'm not. I don't even know what to do because the Bengals are going to try and win. Everybody said tank, do this. They're going to try and win. That's what NFL teams do. And that's what the coaching staff, they're literally fighting for their jobs. They're going to try and win. These players are going to keep trying to win no matter what everybody says. They should do this. They're not. They're going to try and win. It's just frustrating because we're going to probably win a couple games. And everybody says Joe shouldn't come back. Joe's going to come back. If Joe is 100% healthy, Joe Burrow is going to come back. He's going to play. And they're going to win some of these games. And then our draft isn't going to be as high as it could have been, which, again, I am not rooting for the Bengals to lose. I've only done that one time. And I refuse to do it again. Just it's the same thing we've been saying for the last couple weeks. Something has got to change. And when you come off of a bye week again and it looks like it did, it's just hard to sit there and defend this stuff. I mean, for me, it is. I mean,
to me, it had nothing to do with the bye week.
They weren't ready to play. I mean, I'll put it that way.
So, what do you mean they weren't ready to play? Because a lot of Bengals fans say that
they weren't. Okay, I'll put it to you this way: they weren't ready to play to make the plays that needed to be. It's the same. It's the same as it's been all year long. The plays are there for them to make. Tackling, especially, I still see guys tackling too high. Shoulder tackle. Why are you trying to get a running back down by the shoulders? Tackle him from his waist or his legs. Hit him in the legs. You got to get him on the ground there. I've seen too many that over and over. That's one of the biggest things that has been driving me nuts is the tackling. And it hasn't gotten any better. And they keep doing the same stupid stuff. That's the part that's driving me nuts. So I keep saying the same, and it's mostly the tackling. The same dumb crap that you Pop Warner knows you can't tackle
perfect
like that.
Perfect example, Pop Warner.
Yeah.
We're complaining about something that is so basic that these dudes have done their entire careers, and right now they just don't want to. There's no other explanation other than they don't want to. Now, I saw Jordan Battle make an open field tackle, and I commented on it. It was out in the flat, running back out in the flat, and I'm thinking, based on what I've seen, I tensed up, and Jordan Battle didn't dance. He went right at him. It's like, all right, fine. If you're going to make me miss, you're going to make me miss, but I'm coming right at you. I'm not dancing. I'm not. And he took him down. It was. I'm like, why can't everyone else do that? Meanwhile, Barrett Carter, who again we drafted. We called that pick. So I feel like an emotional attachment. I'm rooting for this kid all the time. Met him. He was so gracious to be given the opportunity to play in the NFL. A good dude. He got shaken out of his cleats by Pat Frymouth. I didn't think Frymouth could move like that. Now, and the thing is, he didn't. He didn't. But I mean, Barrett Carter just deer in headlights, or actually baby deer. Barry Sanders in front of a baby deer just fell over.
Yep.
I'm like that. That play alone would keep me up at night. Forget whatever rules are in the players agreement and everything else. The CBA. I'm tackling everything. I'm walking downtown Cincinnati, tackling light poles, tackling trash cans. You look at me weird, I'm tackling you too.
That's the thing, Cap. It's like you said it there, is that they don't want to. So then that goes back to what everybody keeps saying, that it's coaching. And to me, I'm not saying that about Zac, because Zac's not coaching defense. I don't think Zac has a lot to do with the defense. That's Al Golden. That's stuff that why can't that part improve? It's like at the point you just said they don't want to, so they don't care. They're not getting better. I mean, that's what it looks like. They don't care. That's the part that is scary, disheartening. If they don't care, we're screwed. I mean, this season is going to go all the way downhill.
I think we've got the wrong guys. I think we drafted the wrong people, and I'm not saying which one specifically. I think what Zac, the article that was talking about the lead up to the Super Bowl went. Basically, Duke said Zac asked for these types of players, and leadership and character were a big reason that for that. And they got those guys, and they you could say they got lucky too, because that free agency was outrageous. I mean, we're never going to have the opportunity to get that many core players in free agency again.
Well,
and then we let everybody go.
Cap for the next couple of years. That's open. So they got money to
and heaven forbid we get creative,
right?
And like push it into the next years. Like,
right.
It's going to keep going up, and then the next TV deal is going to be like if it's me, I'm just throwing money because you're going to get it back.
Dude, well, it's the defense is so bad right now. That's what they're going to have to do, because there's not enough draft picks to fix this. I mean, you need an edge. You need a cornerback.
You could.
You need safety. I mean, you probably need
imagine. Okay, franchise tag on Trey. He's back healthy next year.
Right.
Heaven forbid you get even backup quality out of Shamar. We need a detail, like a pass rushing inside guy, big time. And then, heaven forbid, let's say our first pick is Caleb Downs, and then we can find an interior D lineman second round.
I mean, the thing is, and that's just what I want them to do is just there's so many holes. Just draft the best player available. That's all you have to do in this. Draft the best player available, and then take some money and sprinkle some free agents in it, and they could fix it. I mean, this can be fixed in a year, but it ain't going to happen this year. I mean, we got 3 wins. We're done.
Jeremy Nolan, after the idiotic 2-point conversion attempt, the dumbass used timeout. Zac Taylor should be fired. At least give up play calling. The play calling thing again, like it. Prior to going into this game and crazy wind gusts, like over 30 miles an hour, we've got a backup QB, 40 years old, and then he hurts his shoulder. He couldn't make the throws. So like everything went out the window there as far as what we could do. The plays were there. So play calling, it's hard for me to criticize play calling when I'm looking like the players are there. And all you have to do is execute. at like an average standard. And Joe Flacco's PFF grade yesterday was at the bottom of the team. He was, by PFF, he was like the worst player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fault Flacco for that. I don't think that. I think he was playing through a hell of a lot of pain after that hit. He just looked. Those throws looked different to me.
Yeah, it didn't even drive. He drove his other shoulder into the ground. It was his throwing shoulder went up like this, and that's his UV joint or UC joint.
AC.
Yeah, there you go. And that I think it tweaked it again. Even if you got the shot, if you tweak it again, it's gonna hurt.
I mean, you take a 40-year-old Cleveland cast-off, that got benched, and we see them, they had to bring in Shedeur, and that was horrible. He gets benched in Cleveland, and he resurrects his career in Cincinnati. And, I mean, I remember seeing the EPA graph where you've got Jake Browning and Flacco huddling up together, being terrible, and then Flacco just took off. Came to Cincinnati, worked with Zac, literally first game. Mm-hmm. Like, had he been maybe a couple more days of practice, we might have beat Green Bay. He looked good. I don't have a problem with play calling. Going for the 2-point conversion, guarantee almost every coach in the NFL is going for it there. That particular play call, I don't know that Chase Brown did not have the opportunity to throw to Flacco because oftentimes the way things work, Wildcat here, Flacco's not going all the way out there just for fun. It's an option. Maybe they call, like the announcer said, maybe they called that to get, hoping that the offensive line would block, which they did not. But hoping they could use that later to see, nobody covered Flacco. So, hey, that's a potential touchdown, on the goal line. Bring that back. I don't know. So, but I'm not into, and the timeout, same thing. Flacco is still, we're in a critical piece of the game. We really need to push down the field. I don't know. Was there an issue with Flacco? I don't know what the problem was. But we still, talk about delay a game. We've got about the same delay games every year at Baltimore Ravens. So are there problems that are visible to us as Bengals fans? More, yeah, but we hyper focus on some of that stuff. Is it as good as another team? Probably not. Is it bad enough to throw everything away? I don't think so. Again, number one offense in the league for the past how many weeks until the injury.
So the thing I'm looking, I was looking for yesterday, and I saw it in the first half, but I didn't see it in the second half. Is improvement on the defensive side of the ball, improvement from our young guys. I actually saw Myles Murphy out there making some plays. The linebackers still were issues. That to me is the thing. For Al Golden to stick around, at least as the DC, because they got to change somebody. And that's the easiest one to change. I mean, they might. I keep saying I hope they hire a GM and we start all over. But let's just say worst case they throw this all on Al Golden. If this defense doesn't start showing some kind of improvement, like these young guys developing, because that was the whole point to getting Al Golden in here, was to develop the young guys. Now, TJ Turner looks like he's developed and he's gotten a lot better. He's taken a leap. By the way, prayers for Cam Taylor-Britt. Unfortunately, sounds like his season is probably done, and maybe his time as a Bengal is probably done, or might be done. I don't know. I'd be surprised if they resign him. But that's to me, that's the thing. We have to at least see that, and I'm not seeing enough of it. There's not enough guys out there, because if the linebackers, again, if you keep seeing them tackling guys high, that's the part that's like, that should be fixable. By now, you should be fixing that. And if the guys don't want to do that, then why the hell are you playing them? Don't play them.
I wish I knew the answer to that, because
I know I don't either.
Because Zac says, it was his decision with Logan. Logan said he re-signed to What, Roger? Somebody said, "Are we not allowed to be pissed at coaching?" Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, pissed, Cody. Yeah, you can be pissed.
Ah,
You can be pissed
go
at
for
whatever
it.
you want to. You can be pissed.
Heck yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I love Bengals fans because if those of you still around right now that care, whatever you're mad at,
that's everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat still cares. I know they do.
for real.
They wouldn't be
Still
watching us
cares,
right
but also like, hey, the people that maybe can't make the show, whatever, and you're pissed off about whatever. I respect the hell out of that, and I appreciate you because you're still here to care. But what the hell was I talking about?
I don't even know. I was reading that other.
Logan Wilson. He wanted to play for Zach.
Mm-hmm.
So this all comes out, and then Zach says it basically was his choice.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I'm.
Well, he also said that about Al Golden too. Remember, it was his choice to fire Lou and hire Al. And I put this out there when he did that. I said, well, that puts Zach firmly on the hot seat if Al Golden doesn't work. And so far, he hasn't worked. So I said Zach put himself on the hot seat when he said that.
And the issue with the whole thing is they're just so weird about stuff that we don't know. Now it's like that a little bit in KC because Andy Reid calling plays, whatever. I'm gonna start taking notes. Go ahead and hit up August.
All right. Thanks, Og, for the $5 super chat. CTB time is up with us. It's a real shame. He's a great guy who comes from a great family, which I agree with that. We all love him and root for him. Yes, I care. 10-7. I'll hopefully we do.
Hey,
great,
I love the 10-7 because it's funny and it gets me kind of engaged again. What's funny is the amount of haters that I have, and again, it's not a lot, and it's pretty much all from one source. But Roger Young, okay, what can we do as fans before it's changed? It's going to take a full boycott of games. I can tell you, based on money, boycotting games isn't going to do anything. I really believe that. I could see if it's extreme, like literally it's empty, like dead empty.
Right.
The Browns haven't even had that. And they've been like the worst team for decades.
Yeah.
They've been the joke.
So for me, okay, I'll let you finish. Then I'll give you mine.
My thought is seriously, write letters. And I everything that I know of the front office, I hope is true because otherwise they're going to get video of how many times I said that, and it's going to be uncomfortable. Frank, I believe Burrow eventually wants a chip. Yeah, defense has to hey.
All right, so my thing, I agree. Oh, sorry, you done? I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, write letters, but they've got to be professional. And I said elsewhere, act like you're writing your boss for a raise, and explain what needs to change.
Well, for me, this season is reminding me a lot of Marvin's last season. We had historically one of the worst defenses in football. Marvin's last year. Marvin took over play calling on the defensive side of the ball.
Which ironically, he took over. They fired Terrell Austin, who is now the defensive coordinator for the Steelers that we played.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. So to me, the proof is in the pudding, I guess. You can see, they can see that it's going trajectory the wrong way. I think in their heart of hearts know something has to change. And right now, I don't think there's anything you don't want to go to games. Don't go to the games. It's your ticket. It's your prerogative. Do whatever you want to do. I got season tickets. I like going. I'm going to go. I think right now it is blinking, flashing red lights. We can't draft. Who we got in charge here? Can't draft. You have such great offensive players. You put so many picks onto that side of the ball, and one of them so far has worked out. That's DJ Turner. Go check out Dillman's article he put on Cincy Jungle last week, where he goes through the list of guys that are drafted. You can look at our number one pick this year, Samar Stewart. He's barely even played. When he has played, he hasn't been very good. It's that blatantly obvious. And it seems like when they get ripped more from national guys, Stephen A., Pat McAfee, stuff like that. Because remember Pat McAfee kept making a big deal about us not having an indoor practice facility. Well, we got one. When those guys do it and they keep banging and banging that drum, for some reason, it seems like they change.
Nope.
So
that's nope. They don't care about either of them.
Well, I know that Stephen A. went after Marvin Lewis for at least 2 years, and then after that, he got fired. So I'll put it to you that.
So Marvin was on the way out on his own. He was done. The message got stale. He was winding down his foundation.
That's the thing. It might be all the message might be getting stale from everybody, from Duke all the way down.
It's not what the player. I don't talk to every single player, but it sounds like the message is still everybody's right, and it sounds like people are really starting to realize we've got some of the wrong players in the building, especially on defense.
Yes.
The
that's
little
kind of where I was going
rumors.
back to the drafting part, where you can see that is so blatantly. And that was my other part, but it kind of went off on that part. That part is so blatantly obvious. They know it. They got to change it. They thought, okay, we got, because like I said, I saw their vision. I didn't agree with it, but I saw their vision. They put all this draft capital on the defensive side of the ball. They thought that Lou wasn't developing these guys. They weren't getting enough. You got all these first, second round picks on that side of the ball. Why are we not getting that out of them? So we brought Al Golden in to get that. We're still not. Okay, well, then that means that guy who's drafted him isn't a very good at what he's doing. That's where I'm like, that's part's got to change. That's where I think they have to see that. I mean, it's obvious. So that's where I'm like, I don't think us not going to the games or anything. They make money anyway, despite if we go to the games or not. Augie, $2 super chat. Thank you. At least yesterday wasn't gut-wrenching like the previous two. Yeah, we're. I mean, it kind of was. I mean, I thought we were in it for a while, and then we weren't. Go ahead, Kat. What do you got?
Oh, so much. I'm gonna work backwards because, man, fans can draft better. You know what? If fans really could consistently, they'd have jobs. I do believe that there is value overall in shifting the focus from some kind of super secret draft strategy to a lot of these people rely on all the available resources and they'll watch film. I mean,
the Bengals?
some people,
I want to
know. Some people were talking about Goodberry stating that he doesn't watch a ton of film, whereas it sounds like a guy like Dale does. But there's so many resources out there that I really feel like the fact that a fan who does the work and dives into all the data available can put together a pretty good draft board that ends up getting us players that are performing well on other teams better than what we got. I think it just goes to show you how available the data is. And that's all I'm saying. They have all of this in front of them. They've just got to change the strategy of, again, the super secret idea of who they should draft.
And sometimes just take the layups. That's kind of where don't quit. Like, to me, they tried to hit home runs on every single draft pick, and they're swinging and missing. Shamar Stewart, yes, his ceiling is huge, but you could have had Jihad Campbell or Malachi Starks in that same position, or I mean, in the same draft position, and
Hunter
better a pick. Go ahead.
Hunter's saying his draft, like Duke's draft process is outdated, no longer effective. That really could be. I don't think there is one process that you can keep in place for eternity.
No, you got
it might be a motto. It might be, all right, these are our guiding principles for the draft. That might be able to stick forever, but then you're going to have to change some stuff up based on what's going on. For example, offensive linemen. I think so many people have said, experts have said, offensive linemen, the play has been downgraded over the years. It's
Well,
just not a
good
priority.
offensive lineman. They don't
Yeah,
have
it's not a priority anymore.
Yeah.
So you, I feel like, need to shift your strategy if you're looking for offensive linemen to get more people in more faces to learn more about the players. Dale's a mad genius of the draft board. Hey, he's got a gridiron grading also. Like a lot of people have a pretty good strategy, and I guess it's good because when we all fail, when they fail, they tweak. Now it makes it easier because there's nothing riding on it. They're not losing money if they fail, but they're also not so their egos are such that they don't mind admitting their misses, and they'll tweak whatever they're doing. That's Croft.
Let me get the Roger here. I'll get Dustin in a second. We get the Roger here. He says, still goes to my original point. What's going to take cause for some change? I'm wondering if it's going to take buying out of a whole franchise, super rich individuals offering prices the Browns cannot refuse. The Browns are not going to sell. They're not going to sell. They will never sell the Bengals. They're like, and that narrative has got to go away. Like, and I'll say that, and I'm going to say another thing here. The reason I think they are going to change something, and I don't think anything's going to happen to the end of the season because the Bengals usually don't fire coaches till the end of the year or make changes to the end of the year. They know what they have in Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. They know that. That's blatantly obvious. You have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. You should not miss the playoffs 3 years in a row. Even if Joe Burrow is injured, you shouldn't miss the playoffs. You should have a good enough team to make the playoffs with those guys. And I believe that they're going to make changes. What we can do about it is just like Kat says, write letters, keep talking about it. I mean, that's like, don't let them off the hook because
Roger, I could be wrong about the letter writing. They have changed. Like one of the first things that Zac got when he came in, he got him to spend millions renovating the offices. That is a very anti, Brown family decision for me. When
the locker room.
Yeah. I mean, now the locker room, I feel like was an easier sell because of the leap forward in technology but they're making the changes. They're smart people. I really do believe that given the enough outside perspective saying, hey, we'll buy in, we'll spend more money, we'll come back with the same energy. We just need to see a look at more data. Dustin, we forget coaches are human as well. I get someone what of the sense Zac might be checked out. Can't blame him. So see, and I don't get a sense that he's checked out at all. And again, valid. Every year we say, Amy, valid.
Mm-hmm. Which I mean, we thought they were like, okay, and I'm not defending them, but they did try to fix it, I guess, through the draft and new coaches. That they in their mind they tried, and I believe
this is the first year we're really hammering.
Yeah.
That they don't know how well. Okay, let me get my corporate hat on and stop saying the words like that in prep for everybody's letter. This year is the first year that we have really hammered that we want a change in direction with how they approach the draft.
And free agency. They got
people said it.
Do that. Mm-hmm.
People have said it before, but like for me. Like, yeah, last year, okay, people talked about Miles Murphy, there's flashes there, getting more time. We're now in year whatever. Then this year, and we're seeing what we're seeing. I'm like, all right, I should have been on the train sooner because there were some people who said we just can't draft.
Hold on. Chris here says we didn't try to fix it. We really acted like a college coach could fix everything. Okay, Chris,
the college coach with NFL experience.
I don't know if you've thanks for the comment, but if you've ever watched my show, I said this when they hired Al. I said they're putting an awful lot of eggs in Al Golden's basket because you signed one free agent and you drafted two rookie linebackers and you didn't address your safety. You are expecting Al Golden. Yes, the Bengals were expecting Al Golden to coach them up and coach all these first and second round picks they got on the draft, defensive side of the ball, coach them up. Yes, that's what the Bengals were expecting. I thought it was a long shot. I wasn't so sold on it. So yes, that's they were acting like that. Yeah, if you look at what they did, that's what they did.
Ronnie, hey, you can say it. Everybody talk about it in chat, stuff like that. I'm saying, the more you talk about it, the more you speak about it. And then if you get the opportunity to talk to somebody in person and you accidentally say that, they're going to tune it out. No one's going to listen to anybody say something like that. And I understand why you said it, and it's completely fair.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we had thousands of people writing in, thanking them for what they've done, acknowledging the improvements that have been made, and then suggesting what we'd like to see.
Yeah, don't start off, hey, dumbasses.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm serious. That's what people will do.
But no, I've seen it. Somebody wrote it, and in the middle, they went like, you think you know everything. Your hubris. I'm like, oh God. At that point, it's going in the trash.
Yeah, it's like,
that's what I don't want. I don't want everyone's letter to be ignored because you really wanted to stick it to them.
It's like,
I want everyone's voice to be heard.
Right. It's like if you ever try to have a conversation with somebody and you're trying to change their mind, but bring some different points of view. You can't start off saying, well, you're an idiot. This is why you're stupid. You got to be able to, I don't know if you guys you got to be able to talk to people in a normal conversation. So that's what we're saying. If you want to write letters, which I am all for, write letters, say, hey, thanks for, they spent money. They spent money on Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and upgrade all this stuff. We would really like to see a change in the way you are drafting, especially, on the defensive side of the ball, because it has not worked. As a fan, we would like to see a philosophical change in this organization.
I need to hug you. And Paul Williams, Murphy had a solid day. He was above the 70s PFF grade. Had a solid day.
He did. Murphy played good, I thought, yesterday.
Cruiser, man, last two coaches are nice guys. Nice guys won't win championships. So, I mean, we won the Super Bowl. If the refs hadn't screwed us at the end, we won it. Like, I'm giving them credit for that win, because any other game, any other team is in that position, the results would have been different. We got hosed at the end. Absolute bullshit. If Zach goes, Vance Joseph's name is drifting around. What are your thoughts? So my question is, fans, help me out, because I've never seen it, and you may. I'm not going to be the person that says that. So many people say that about Zach, and they don't see. So I'm not going to be that guy. But I've never seen Vance Joseph mad. I've never seen him lose his shit on the sideline. So I feel like if you're looking for that fire, you're going backwards.
Well,
because
everybody always wants that fiery coach. I'm like,
Zach loses his shit on referees
he does,
in public all the time.
Yeah, he was doing it yesterday. You can see, especially on that fourth down, he was going nuts. But Andy Reid, when does he ever lose his shit? When does Nick Sirianni loses shit? When does Bill? I mean,
all the Super Bowl winning coaches.
Yeah,
I mean, Nick Sirianni cried.
Yeah,
and I'm not making fun of him, because I cry on this show all the time. But
this day and age of athletes, these
grown men.
You can't talk to them like that. They'll turn you off. You can't sit there and cuss them out, and that's not the way this next generation is brought up. The coaching, you can't. You're coaching in high school and stuff like that. You can't do that. You won't be coaching anymore. Some parent will get you fired. So this fire and brimstone stuff, it just looks good on TV. So I've had people keep bringing up to me on Facebook is John Gruden. Dude, that would be cool, but there's no way John Gruden's going to come here, guys. He's not going to come here. I don't think so, and be a part of this organization and work within the parameters. I would love it, but I don't see it.
But also, here's the thing. John Gruden, the idea of John Gruden would be beneficial for this team, because it would probably bring back fans who have left. Season ticket holders might be back on. The question is, does the family care? There is some loyalty there. But he's still going to be doing it with a terrible, I don't think Gruden is going to change that defense. So what are we going to do? We're going to draft better players?
The only way John Gruden's going to come here too is he's going to have to have some kind of control. Which that's
There you
what I'm
go.
saying.
Bingo.
He's not going to come here for that. That's the whole point.
You've got a coach who has done amazing things with Cleveland's cast-off QB, who wasn't good enough to play quarterback in Cleveland, and you turned him into one of the top QBs in the league. It took a fledgling team that was not too far removed from some Marvin losing years to the Super Bowl, and ideally played well enough to win it. Had it not been taken away.
All right,
And
Chop's got something here because they've had Jay on their show multiple times. Bengals and Bruce said not that I think John Gruden is coming, but they've had Jay on the show multiple times, and Jay loves Mike Brown. So I mean, maybe then I seriously doubt it, but I mean I couldn't see John Gruden unless he really wants to come back. You know, I couldn't see that. Flores is his top pick. There you go. Which. Flores, he's a really good defensive coordinator. How did it go in Miami? It didn't go that good.
And here's the thing, like
I'm not against it, but I'm not like, yay. I don't know.
Honestly, you play this game, and people get on me, and maybe I need to say it more often. I think Zach can bring a I mean, honestly, Zach brought us a championship. I'm going to go to my deathbed. We won that game. I don't care. A real one, an actual trophy, yes, I still believe Zach could do that. But I also don't put that much faith or weight in the head coach. I think a really bad head coach can screw up a lot. And we don't have a really bad head coach. I don't think that the top five might be slight difference makers, but they don't make differences with shitty rosters. They don't.
Roger just agrees with you. I want to get your take on this because he said I disagree. Zach had nothing to do with Flacco. Flacco's just good. Flacco is having his and I'll say something for Flacco is having his best offensive career he's ever offensive season he's ever had. I mean, yeah, I think his numbers
Flacco's never had a stretch
not like this,
like he's had in Cincinnati.
Even his Super Bowl run, yeah, he had a really good year. But not like this. He threw 470 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Prior to Flacco coming, Jake Browning had wide open receivers all over the field. Like we see that on a regular basis this year. Wide open receivers everywhere.
So, Flacco's good, but he hasn't been this good.
Yeah,
that way. So
that is this scheme has given Flacco the ability to excel in a way that he's never done in his entire career.
He did. He had oh crud! Who was his receiver there in Baltimore? Not Steve Smith. The receiver was from the Arizona Cardinals. Crap. He was on the Super Bowl winning team. I can't. He did have some. Not Higgins, Jamar Chase. Good. No, most people don't have that.
But I mean, he's finding Yoshi.
Yeah. Oh, Yoshi.
I mean,
a good game yesterday.
Man, the chat is fast.
Yeah, I can't keep up with everything. Yeah, he is playing with great wide receivers. I see a Chop here. Tobin is the one that should go. That's what I'm saying, but it ain't happening. Which I don't know. I don't know, Chop. I something's got to change.
Here's my idea. Again, I got ripped for it, but Tobin does not have to go. He has got experience. He's intelligent.
Put somebody above him at least. That's what I said. In my video I did last week, you don't have to, and I talk about Marvin Lewis, you don't have to, and it doesn't have to be Marvin Lewis, but you don't have to fire dude, which they don't, these family, they don't want to fire dude. They can move him to down lower and put somebody above him or keep it in the same spot, but put somebody above him, above all of them to coordinate and change how you do. Like the guy, I would love the guy, Lou, what's his name from, he's on ESPN. He's the bald headed guy. Crap. I can't remember his name. I think he's been, trying to get different NFL GM jobs. He'd be good, but I know somebody in chat will tell me who he is, but I can't remember.
Dustin was talking about like the Rams supporting Sean McVay. Back to me talking about the coaches. I do not think we can find a head coach that is going to do anything different with this team. I don't, because when you look at it, Andy Reid got ran out of Philly. Mm-hmm. He was in a Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb.
Yep, and T.O. and lost.
Andy Reid was Marvin Lewis in KC. One and done. I think the same five years in a row.
Yeah.
Until Pat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, if Pat Mahomes has a subpar offensive line, I mean, we're talking still top 10. If it's not top 5, he shits a bed. They've gotten embarrassed in 2 Super Bowls with offensive lines better than Joe Burrow has had. And they've completely been inept. You're telling me you can't scheme around that, and yet we've been able to for years? Again, it's not, I don't think the head coach, sure, Shanahan, oh my God, some of the plays, you'll hear the announcers like, oh my God, that was just genius. And you watch the players and you watch where the routes go and where they move the defense to free somebody up. You've got a linebacker look in the wrong direction for half a second, and you're like, oh, that's a great design. It happens in Cincy too, and pitcher does a lot of that designing. But all said and done, you took away McCaffrey last year from Shanahan, and he won 6 games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not that impressed with coaching as a piece of the puzzle in winning a championship.
You got to have talent. You got to have talent.
You've got to have talent. Number one, you've either got to have a franchise, that top QB that can make plays off script. And it's funny because so many people have said that, and they stopped saying that because it hurts the ability to blame whoever's calling plays. But it's because, plays break down. Defense gets paid too. Offensive line doesn't block. Something happens. You've got to have a QB that can work outside of that structure. And most of the time, the guys that are winning are those guys. But you also can't let your defense just fall apart, like completely fall apart. We left. Bates, see ya. Reader, see ya. Ogunjobi, bye. Everybody. And then drafted what in its place?
Jeff here says Taylor's not the problem. Look at Lou Anarumo right now with the Colts. I think that's a great example. Don't have players. Tobin's got to go. That's one of
the few people that have called that out, because
that's what a
lot of people go a different direction. The Colts defensive players graded out as 9th best according to Pro Football Focus last year. He took over talent.
Randall, thanks for the $5 super chat. Bengals front office is the Chuck Hold of the NFL.
Yeah, we're going to go with that. That's what that says. Don't put that in a letter, Randall. Write a letter. Don't use that word in a letter. I believe we've got smart people. I believe that, again, go read the New York Times article talking about our small scouting staff. And it was a lot of vindication that they were doing it the right way. I'm sorry. That was just coincidence. It was coincidence. Now, if we can do that exactly the same way every time, but it's proven we can't.
Dustin, Jeff, if you were Zach with limitations of this front office, would you want this job?
Knowing what I know,
it's one of 32 NFL coaching jobs. So, if you get the opportunity to get one, you take it. Not that anybody would hire me or Cap to be the head coach. So,
I'm going to tell you, they'd probably want to bring me in a salary that's $1 million a year. That'd be, probably the lowest of all the coaches, and I would say no. I would tell you, I would say no. I wouldn't be able to deal with it.
I'm just saying. I'm answering it as another NFL head coach or somebody aspiring to be a head coach. That's that's not necessarily me. But if you are an offense coordinator somewhere, you're aspiring to be a head coach, and the Bengals offer you a job, you're going to take it because there's only 32 of them.
Hey, let's talk about what I do. Cybersecurity. I'm an expert in my field. I'll say I'm one of the best. And you want to hire me, and I don't have any say in the tools, the software that we use, or limited hiring. I can sit on the interviews and give my feedback, but the ultimate decision is not mine. Absolutely not. You couldn't pay me $1 million a year in my role now with those obstacles in my way. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for $1 million a year. I can make money. I don't make that much money, but no, the stress isn't worth it. It would make me sick.
So
you couldn't.
DN here says Dan Pitcher. If you hire Dan Pitcher as a head coach, it would be exactly the same thing you have right now. It would be.
I don't want them to do that to Dan Pitcher. Dan Pitcher's going to be an excellent coach one day. And
I think he will, but I don't want him. I mean, again, that's the whole thing is talent evaluation and drafting and developing. That's what this has come down to. They have
Dustin, he might.
Huh? What?
See, and I don't think he looks tired. I thought he looked great as presser today. You know, it honestly, it depends on the perspective that you're approaching the question. Dustin, I don't think you're biased at all. I just think a lot of people are coming this from different angles, and it depends on what you thought prior to looking. Because the people that say Joe Burrow looks like a beaten man all the time, and I'm like, he's sitting there thinking about freaking fossils. Like, like people don't understand how this dude's mind. He's at the volleyball game. All right, we're at the Columbus Fury match, and he's sitting courtside with us, not right beside us, but the dude is watching. And all right, I'm sorry. I have a beautiful wife. She understands that I have a few favorites on the team. These girls are like 6'4", wearing little shorts. She's looking at a football player. She's got some favorites. All right, I got some favorites too. Like, I'm like, wait a minute, am I allowed to do this? Like, I don't know the rules anymore. Can I? Because I don't watch women's sports like that, but here they are. And man, not only is the action great, the play is phenomenal, but there's some hotties on the team. And Joe Burrow is just sitting there like, you could say he would rather be somewhere else. It's just what he does.
He looks.
So
Jeff says it has to be a culture change from the top of the GM scouting for anything to change. That's
how about strategy change? The culture might be good. Like, I think culture, you know,
yeah, I'm not thinking strategy. It's drafting and developing. That's what this whole thing. And I'll keep banging that drum. It's drafting. You can go hire all the new coaches you want. If you don't have talent, you aren't, unless you are God's greatest gift to NFL coaching. But NFL coaches will tell you this: a good coach has good players. That's any of them will tell you that. I mean, Phil Jackson won how many titles, but he also had Jordan, Pippen, and then he had Kobe and Shaq. So I mean, you got to have players. Dustin here, you guys are thinking about Zac only being tired to the Bengals in front of us hurts his future career as well because it makes him look bad. He isn't going to coach the Bengals forever.
Dustin, if you ever want anyone supporting Zac to be okay with Zac leaving, that's a genius strategy. And I'm not saying you're doing that on purpose, but I'm trying not to laugh out loud because that is gold to flip the script on, like, hey, we need to do this to save his future career.
Save his ass.
Dude, you got a point, because I'm not saying that he's Andy Reid, but when ask Philly fans about Andy Reid when he left, ask Cleveland what they thought about Bill Belichick. They wanted him gone. They were tired of him. He's a bum. He's the worst coach in the NFL. Get him out of here. Everybody was happy. Hey, I can tell you Zac is smart. I can tell you Zac has got more growing to do. He's still young. I mean, you got to think all these dudes, other than Sirianni, all these dudes winning Super Bowls have been old.
Hey, doesn't Roger here look like a he should be like a congressman or something? Are you a political figure here, or
okay? So I can't see, but that's either military service or politics. I want to hear from Roger.
Yeah, curious,
buddy.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to believe no one saw this coming, especially players asking to leave. It started with Whitworth.
Whitworth was 10 years ago or longer than that. So no.
So you got a point about the drafting that long ago, but we've done just well enough that I'll admit it. An optimistic guy like me, I never thought that we had that big of a problem. I didn't like some of our drafts, but I never thought of it as an organizational issue, a process issue that was completely broken. I really didn't. So if you did, you got one up on me. Kudos. I got to admit, my bad. I missed. But when you look back, and we've talked about it on this show before, and I'm going to have to read Dale's little article because I don't mean to say little. That's count. No, you know what I mean. His article.
It's a big article.
Big article.
Big article. Not
huge.
Little. Big. Huge. Dude.
Biggest I've ever seen. But you look back and the last few, like people try to say it's a coaching thing for scouting. I'm like, no. I don't want my coaches scouting. I realize we have to.
I want our coaches to coach and our scouts to scout. He should have
bingo. Let's do it right here.
Yeah.
But when you look back at the, we led 2018 Billy Price. That was a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah.
Jesse Bates. I mean that was a steal, but then we let him go.
Which is
Sam Hubbard. Some players or some fans hated him. I think he did phenomenal all his years here. Other than the fact that I don't know why Lou kept trotting him out there hurt. He should have sat. But then you've got Malik Jefferson, Mark Walton, Devontae Harris, Andrew Brown, Darius Phillips, Logan Woodside, Rod Taylor. I mean, you might as well just cross off that draft, except for
lit it on fire.
two players like that first round. If we hit on only the first rounds on some of these drafts,
it'd be nice.
They probably and assuming everything else went the way it is with getting Burrow and everything, we probably win the Super Bowl even with ref interference. But John Ross first round the year before, William Jackson III first round the year before, Cedric Ogbuehi the year before, Darquez Dennard, not bad, but we could have got better.
You need the thing is, I said this. I don't know, blue in the face here this past couple weeks. First, second round players got to be impact players. You got to get something out of the first, second round picks on a consistent
and hopefully third. Yeah, if you can nail those top three, somebody who's going to produce, and now like let's just lower the bar. Forget produce. Can we get guys that are solid 60 PFF grades? Our guys are hitting 30 and 20.
Again,
holy
take the layups. Like they keep reaching for guys with high ceilings. Just take the guys that are right in front of you that are production in college matters. That's the thing is I think like Miles Murphy, he's and I'm not trying to bang on him. He had a good game yesterday, but his first round pick, he's supposed to have been good for a while. He didn't produce in college. Shamar Stewart, his athletic ability is out of the gym. He didn't produce in college. Like, get guys who produce in college.
Cornell Hope, I mean, Zach schemes outside of Burrow all the time. Like, again, Flacco has had the best run of his career with Zach. And they run it different. He is under center more because Flacco likes being under center more. He's play action,
And Chop, you're right. I think they got the O-line right. I think it looks like Fairchild. I mean, we'll find out next year.
What have I been saying about gelling? And I'm not taking credit for it because the offensive linemen that are on the team playing snapping the ball have told me they got to gel. And now they've said that in like the fourth year in a row. Give me 4 or 5 games and they start playing better. And holy shit, they're right again. We've got to. I would love to roll into next year with the same line. I know people are worried about OBJ. I know people are worried about whatever. Give me 1 year together. Start next season.
It'd be nice.
Could you imagine if they could roll into next year blocking the same way?
When was the last time? I have no idea when was the last time they had the same offensive line back-to-back years? I mean, it's It's been a
No,
while. Now,
there's always changes, and the offensive linemen don't want it.
well, I take that back. I don't think. No, I think it was last year. I take that back. I think we didn't we have the same line last year as we did the year before? We had Karras and no, we added Mims. Never mind. You're right. We added Mims.
Yep.
Never mind. Nope.
Yep.
Okay. Never mind.
It matters.
Yep. It does. It does. All you said 2015, 2016. Yeah, they're probably right. That was the last time. So I mean, I'm not taking. I say this all the time. I'm not taking credit for this. Dave Lapham says it all the time. He goes, offensive line's got to be a fist. They all got to be moving in the same direction all the time, and they got to gel. He said that a lot. You're right, Ronnie. They're running the ball better. I mean, it's
DN3 saying if Caleb Downs is on the board for us, we go for a DT instead, dude. Like, I don't. Oh God, please don't put that out there. Please don't.
Yes, don't speak that to existence.
And you know what? You know what? Apparently, everybody's saying this year is heavy on linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I really, God, if Caleb Downs is there, I really don't think they skipped it. I'm knocking on wood. But what I do worry about is because we just went heavy on linebackers, that we would ignore not linebackers in 26. I don't care. Maybe the guys that we got this year are going to be phenomenal backups. You've just stop with the sunk cost fallacy. This idea that you've invested, so you have to sit on it or keep it or keep putting money in. Like, you know what? Maybe you made some bad picks, and these guys still have the ability to be absolute all pros. I'm not disputing that, but maybe you made some bad picks. The Eagles do it. They have great defensive linemen and a badass stud defensive lineman's available. They pick him anyway.
Take the best player available every time. I don't care. And would that mean quarterback? Sure. I mean, take the best player available. Just every time, every round. Whoever the best player available is, take them. Well, we got that covered. I don't care. Take them. Because somebody can get hurt. Somebody can start going downhill. Take them.
Paul.
Reaching.
Our defense did have highlights. Like, I keep replaying in my head the Jordan Battle tackle, open field on that running back. I think he lost yardage. He didn't dance. He went straight for the dude. He didn't dance. Wrapped him up. Done.
I thought good in the first half. It's the second half. It went. We didn't. That second.
I thought they were going to keep feeding Washington. Where in the hell does Pittsburgh find these tight ends? I'm old enough to remember Eric Green.
Yes, Eric Green. But
Eric Green. This dude's bigger than Eric Green.
Chop loved Washington. Chop wanted the Bengals to draft Washington so bad. I know Chop's already left. He had to go to work, but Chop loved Washington. He loved him so much.
Brad talking about teams only as good as your weakest player. That's a good thought, because if we could get our floor raised, it'd help. Dustin, if you could tell younger selves from 2021 after Super Bowl, we would miss 3 playoffs. It'd be crazy.
Especially after going back to the AFC Championship game the next year. I thought we were on a run. I thought we were there. We were going to be doing that for a while.
So
I didn't expect us to jump off this.
Without knowing what happened, I would have worried about who we didn't sign. If you would have told me that, I would have said we lost Burrow or Jamar Chase to miss the playoffs.
It started going downhill, and somebody said in the chat, when we let Jesse Bates go. We let Jesse Bates go. I've said this before, we had Jesse Bates. It's just 2 guys. Oh, 3 guys. If we let Jesse Bates go. Actually, I take that back. It all started when we let Larry O go. When we didn't sign back Larry Ogunjobi, that hurt our defensive line, because Larry O and BJ Hill were awesome that year. And then we let Bates go, and then we let DJ go, and we didn't have anybody to replace him.
Let me add flavor to it. Just like in 2015, it happened when we let them go and we did not have the backup. We thought we could. Like, oh, well, we found Bates once, we'll find him again. Oh, we found Whitworth once, we'll find him again. We got Cedric Aboyehi.
The swinging gate.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was horrible.
Like, and here's the thing, like, stupid me, I'll own it.
Damn it, Cap.
How can we say, oh, well, we just drafted his replacement if we've never done that before? Like, hey, chat, help me out, chat. Think of a star that we had, and then the up-and-comer that we drafted that was an even replacement for him. And who was that? Now, it's happened a little bit. We're pretty damn good with wide receivers.
That we are. That's the only
we're pretty good
position.
But at the same time, like, come on. You had AJ Green. What was he? 4th? 7th? 4th? He was high pick.
4th or 5th pick.
4th. And then Jamar Chase. Yeah, 4th again. Like, well, duh.
Yeah.
When you're picking 4th, it's hard to screw that up.
Yeah, and that's the thing is when we're not, that's when I guess that's their philosophy. They get such impact players high in the draft when they're picking top 5. They think they should be able to get that when they're picking 10 or 17. Like, you're not going to go into that. That might be why they swing for these guys with, well, he's got so much ceiling, so much athletic ability. I mean, just think what could we get if we coach him up and get that out of him? Like,
but we had you have a Super Bowl roster. You don't need the home runs anymore.
Right.
And yeah, Jeff Anderson, that's one of the biggest things. That's why I was happy that I get it that Trey Hendrickson hurt, but I'm glad we made him happy with the extra money, because there are just some of those special players that we need to keep. And hey, draft a replacement too. If you can prove that you can do it, then you've got both, which is awesome. Augie, sucks. We're still haunted by that Super Bowl. Meant so much more than Rams fan. Dude, that would have been
so much more to us. Holy crap.
Honestly, they could have wrote a movie about that. Like, nothing.
That weird. Oh yeah.
Nothing would have been cooler than Joe Burrow coming back from injury, young head coach. Everybody counted us out. Nobody saw it coming. All these fans, first Super Bowl ever.
With that offensive line.
That offensive line. The Chiefs don't score a point with that offensive line.
Oh, that offensive line was so bad. All right, Cap, we've been on here for an hour and 17 minutes. I always got some dinner cooking, and I know you got to let the dogs out. So,
yeah, they're pissed at me. They got the dirtiest little chihuahua looks.
They're ready to bite your ankle. So, any parting words of wisdom here before I let you off, and we'll do this thing all over again Monday.
Man, all of you people, and like tell your friends about me. I'm saying that kind of tongue in cheek, but I appreciate everybody who's pissed off. As I've gotten older as a Bengals fan, it's easy to say what you want. You want to see people doing something one way or another. And I've never been pushy. I've never told anybody how to fan, but like just this season, I've ripped the whole paper bag thing. Like, that's stupid. I do think it's stupid. Like, I don't want to sit here and smell my hot breath the entire game. That's not an enjoyable experience for me. But you know what? If you want to wear a paper bag and write a message on something, hey, you care. You're there and you care about it. Like, at this point, man, I wasn't on social media all day. I'm a couple steps away from complete apathy, and it sucks. Like, we didn't want our season to be over yet. Like this, and I love hanging out with you, and I'm still going to Ice. Like, I swear to God, I'm not training at all for this weekend. I'm going to go in cold. I'm going to go in cold, completely cold. Okay.
Oh, hold on.
We're going to have some fun no matter what, because we're family, man. Exactly. But all of you, I swear, I got mine up. All of you no, I don't think anything. Don't ever think for a second that I look down on anybody for being pissed off right now. You've got every right to be. You should be. I'm mad.
We're pissed off. We're mad.
Because I might want to show it differently. I do think I've got some good ideas. Like when you write a letter, try to be professional. Send it through ChatGPT or whatever. You want it to be read. You don't want them throwing it in the trash, because the more people get their voices heard, I think I could be not completely naive, but I think we'll see change. But,
that's what I keep saying too. I'm like, the writing is on the wall. Everybody can see what the problem is. They thought that the coaches weren't getting the guys the most out of the guys, developing them. You change the coach, it's gotten even worse. So that's for me. It's so obvious that they got to change the way they draft.
Man, I'm yelling the whole game, and I don't always have water with me, and it gets a little weird there. That's all I'm saying.
Anyway, so come join us this Saturday. Watch us try to not embarrass ourselves as we don't work out for our Stein holding competition.
Dude, I have not worked out in a couple of months. This is the worst possible time, and I just don't want to be embarrassed. I'm gonna embarrass myself.
You didn't embarrass yourself playing softball when you did that. You're not gonna embarrass yourself. You'll be fine. It's be fun. I can't wait.
I put way more work into this. Hey, what's your time up to, Ice?
We're at 120 right now.
Oh man,
an hour and 20.
A minute 20? No, the holding.
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't timed myself. I haven't done the video. I was holding it. That's the first time yesterday I held the Stein.
Bro, it's like the smallest muscle in your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
That I'm like, all right, come on.
You can't break your elbow or nothing.
And we are at a huge disadvantage having longer limbs.
Yeah, we're taller.
we need to be shorter and squattier, exactly. And we'll be rock stars. But I'm like,
the more my beer is so delicious, I'm like, I want to drink.
And here's the thing too: the arm matters. I'm ambidextrous, so I don't know. I do different things with different arms, and I'm like, I am way stronger with my left holding this.
Really, you do different things with different arms. Really,
I do. We're not going to talk about which one's which, but. Apparently, whatever in my life makes holding this in my left arm a lot easier.
There you go.
Yeah, Cap, you just think about that.
Cap, I love you, dude. I'll see you next Saturday. It's gonna be a lot of fun. See you, dude. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Like I said, we're trying to have some fun, but I'm with Cap. I think things are going to change. I don't think and I've said this back in week 4 or whatever, when Zac fired. I think something's going to change. I don't think it's going to happen until the end of the season. That's what the Bengals do, unless one of the coaches quit on them, like Bruce Coslett did. That's or they fired Dave Shule in the middle of the season. They did do that. That was forever ago. They don't make changes to the end of the season. That's where I do think something's going to change. I said I don't think it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be Zac or not. I have no idea. The hot seat is Duke. The hot seat is who's been in charge of drafting and developing, which has been an utter failure here the last couple of years. You can go through the draft. Like I said, go look at Dale Altman's article. It's on Cincy Jungle. He lists guys we've drafted, and there's one guy on there that has been any good for us, and that's Juan Drago, DJ Turner. That's it. Everybody else has pretty much been nothing. And you let Jesse Bates go. You let Larry O go. You let DJ Reader go. Sam Hubbard retired. You can't let those key pieces leave and not have anybody to replace them with. And that's what's happened here. So, anyway, guys, as always, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching. I've been live streaming on YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, also Instagram. So hopefully, maybe one of these days I'll get a comment from somebody in Instagram here because it is live on Instagram, but I appreciate you guys. Follow me on all those along with Threads and TikTok. Also, check out my Substack. I got an article I wrote last week. It's kind of, I do it when I get inspired to write stuff. It's really hard to get inspired to write anything for the Bengals right now. So I don't just write about the Bengals. I'll write something about the Bearcats and the Reds too, but nothing's inspired me to write. But do me a favor, go subscribe to my Substack. It's free. And leave some comments. Tell me what you guys think about it. But I will be pulling the sound off later on tonight, putting it on the podcast. It's on BeanPod, Apple iTunes, Spotify, Google, Stitcher, Play, pretty much wherever you get your podcast. Do me a favor, rate it, like it, review it, listen to it. Leave a 5-star review and a comment so more Cincinnati fans can find my podcast. Do me a favor, listen to it tomorrow morning on your way to work because we do not have a local sports talk show. So we need to get one. So I said it's a good time to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Just check me out.
All right, shout out to my sponsors. They are Priority Lawn and Landscaping for all your lawn and landscaping needs. You need your grass cut, you need shrubbery trimmed, I don't know, you need a paper patio, you need anything. I mean anything. Landscaping required. Think Priority Lawn and Landscaping. Also, shout out to T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out the website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. And of course, Meyer Window, Door, and More. I got them in my house. I highly recommend you get them in yours. They're energy efficient, great looking windows, easy to clean. Meyer Window, Door, and More. The website is MeyerCincinnati.com. And also shout out to my favorite brewery, Moorline Lager House. Get on down there, get you some delicious Moorline beer, some delicious Moorline food. And tell them I sent you. Moorline Lager House.
Oh, all right, guys. I'm already practicing. I don't know how this is going to go, but join me next Saturday right here at the Moorline Lager House for the Beer Stein holding competition. I'm going to be doing it, trying to hold this thing up as long as I can, and not wanting to drink it. It looks so delicious, though. Maybe I should just drink it. Yeah, I'll just drink it. It's delicious. But come on down next Saturday, the 22nd, for the International Beer Stein holding competition. I'll be there in the celebrity portion of it. You come down and watch me see how long I hold this thing. Like, this would be fine, but this is going to be a while. See you guys next Saturday. Let's go. So make sure you guys come on down to Moorline Lager House. Back to back, come down next Saturday for the Beer Stein holding competition, and come down next Sunday. Get your tickets to the Best Day Brewing pregame experience at the Moorline Lager House. We will be giving away this autographed T. Higgins helmet there this Sunday. Now it's not going to be in the beer garden this time. It's going to be in the big tent over at the Chris Kringle Market. So, and they're going to have a big ass TV screen in there. It's huge. Probably tomorrow, I got a video coming out about that. You guys can check that out where the tailgate's going to be at tomorrow. So you want to win that helmet, you register by buying tickets to the Best Day Brewery pregame experience. Also, you want to get registered twice, go to Moorline Lager House Facebook page or the website and get on their rewards program. It's free. For that, the pregame experience you have to pay for, but it's all inclusive. It's a great time. So come on down next Saturday and Sunday and hang out with me at Moorline Lager House. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you back tomorrow. Remember one thing and one thing only. That's Houday for life. BWO, baby. Bengals World Order. And, of course, that's your sports, baby. See ya!
Oh, that was a great show. You guys still here? The show's over. You can come back tomorrow. I'm out of here. See ya.